Have you ever destroyed something valuable in your life simply because you reacted too quickly? Have you ever sent a message you immediately regretted? Lost an opportunity because you couldn't control your anger? Pushed away someone who genuinely cared about you because your emotions spoke louder than your wisdom? If your answer is yes, then listen carefully. Your greatest enemy isn't the people who criticize you. It isn't your competitors. It isn't bad luck. Your greatest enemy is the version of you that makes permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. One emotional outburst can destroy years of hard work. One moment of anger can ruin a relationship. One impulsive decision can change the direction of your entire life. The world doesn't reward the most emotional person. It rewards the most disciplined one. History proves this over and over again. The greatest leaders, the greatest warriors, the greatest entrepreneurs were not people who never felt fear. They were people who refused to let fear control them. Marcus Aurelius ruled one of the most powerful empires in history. Every day he faced betrayal, war, criticism, and loss. Yet he wrote something remarkable. You have power over your mind, not outside events. He understood something that most people never learn. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond, and that changes everything. Think about your own life. How many times has anger convinced you to speak when silence would have been stronger? How many times has jealousy made you compare yourself to others? How many times has sadness convinced you that your life would never improve? Emotions are powerful, but they are terrible leaders. Imagine driving a car while someone constantly grabs the steering wheel. You'd crash. That's exactly what happens when emotions drive your decisions. Your emotions were designed to inform you, not control you. Fear tells you something feels dangerous. Anger tells you something feels unfair. Sadness tells you something matters to you. But none of those emotions should ever become your commander, because emotions change. Truth doesn't. One day you'll feel confident. The next day you'll feel insecure. One day you'll feel loved. The next day, you'll feel rejected. If your actions change every time your emotions change, you'll never become consistent. And without consistency, success becomes impossible. The strongest people aren't emotionally numb. They simply create space between emotion and action. When someone insults them, they pause. When life disappoints them, they breathe. When failure arrives, they learn instead of complaining. That pause is where wisdom lives. Discipline begins with controlling the smallest reactions. Don't respond immediately. Don't argue immediately. Don't quit immediately. Give yourself time. Because time turns emotional decisions into logical ones. One of the greatest signs of maturity isn't speaking first. It's knowing when silence is more powerful. Weak people react. Strong people respond. There's a difference. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. The world will constantly test your emotional control. Someone will disrespect you. Someone will doubt you. Someone will underestimate you. Someone will betray your trust. If every situation controls your emotions, then everyone else controls your life. Never hand that power away. Your peace is too valuable. Another mistake people make is believing happiness should always exist. It won't. There will be difficult days, lonely days, frustrating days, days where nothing goes according to plan. Those moments don't define you. How you behave during those moments does. Anyone can stay calm when life is easy. Character is revealed when life becomes difficult. That's why discipline always beats motivation. Motivation depends on feelings. Discipline depends on principles. Feelings come and go. Principles remain. So build routines instead of relying on moods. Wake up even when you don't feel like it. Exercise even when you're tired. Study even when it's difficult. Pray even when life feels confusing. Keep your word even when nobody is watching. Because every disciplined decision strengthens your ability to master yourself. And self-mastery is the highest form of freedom. Imagine becoming someone that criticism no longer shakes. Failure no longer stops. Success no longer makes arrogant. Praise no longer controls. Imagine becoming so emotionally stable that no one else has the power to ruin your day. That's true strength. Not muscles, not money, not status. Control over yourself. At the end of your life, you won't regret the moments you stayed calm. You'll regret the moments you allowed emotions to steal opportunities. So before you speak, pause. Before you react, think. Before you quit, remember why you started. Because every decision shapes the person you're becoming. Master your emotions, or your emotions will master your destiny. And the strongest person in any room will always be the one who has mastered themselves.